जोश की बूंदे बूंदों में जीत नहीं.
Yes, speakers have arrived. Can we start the session?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Yep. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning,
A
everyone.
very, a very pleasant morning to one and all present here. This is Rakshit Srivastav, Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome our esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students in today's webinar on the two of the very crucial domains in civil engineering. First one is building information modeling, and the second one is high-rise engineering. In an era defined by rapid urbanization and evolving architectural landscapes, the significance of these two mentioned topics cannot be underestimated. This session is divided into two parts. The first part will be addressed by the resource persons Mohammad Akram Alam, Operational BIM Manager, and Mr. Prakhar Baranwal, Project Manager. And the second part will be addressed by Mohammad Mukarram Reza, Operational Structural Manager, and Mr. Swami Chandra Reddy, Structural Design Manager. BIM revolutionizes the way we conceptualize, design, and construct buildings by providing a digital representation of physical and functional characteristics. Its collaborative nature enhances communication among stakeholders, streamlines project management, and improves decision making. High-rise engineering, on the other hand, addresses the unique challenges posed by tall structures, including structural integrity, wind resistance, and environmental sustainability. Throughout this webinar, we will dive into the intricacies of BIM implementation and high-rise engineering principles and their indispensable role in shaping the future of civil engineering. Together, let us unlock new possibilities and forge a path towards more innovative, sustainable, and resilient built environments by interacting with our guest speakers. Now, I would like to hand over the mic and this session to the resource persons Mohammad Akram Alam sir and Mr. Prakhar Baranwal sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Srivastava. It's very warm welcome to us, and even we are welcoming all the SHIET college students, assistant professors, and all the staff members. So it's very pleasant to have a session with you all, guys, and thank you for the giving.
You can
Yeah,
proceed.
thank you, everyone. So we are team of Grifalkan Design and Build Private Limited. I'm Swami Chandra Reddy, structural design manager. So I'm having structural experience like with our Indian and international projects like from Gulf, Dubai countries and Abu Dhabi as well, like till up to 40 level stories. And here I'm introducing with Mukarram Reza. He's also structural design manager from Grifalkan Design Build Private Limited. So he is also having a similar type of experience with UK projects as well as Indian projects. So he generally used to handle with all the high rises and infrastructure projects from the UK team. And I welcome our project manager Prekar. So he has like the experience with the infrastructure and the all the infrastructure projects and petroleum projects as well. So as well as like I welcome MD Akram, so who is a operational BIM manager and specialist from the BIM. So he has done many of the projects from like Saudi as well as like Dubai countries. So he has gone with the Cinderella Islands and Prince Palaces like from the Saudi. And here comes I welcome with Krishna Kant, who is a BIM automation practice engineer and manager from Gifalkan Build Private Limited. So like this is the introduction from our team, and we are into the we are having our branch office, head office in Dubai as well as in India. So we are into all the construction design and as well as training sessions, training areas in all the cases. So this is a short introduction about our profiles and the company. So now I'll introduce Akram to proceed and take over the meeting for the further session.
Yeah, thank you, Swami.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get straight to our presentation. Okay, can you say? Okay, good morning everyone. How are you all? All good? Hello. Okay, so I'm audible, right?
Yeah, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir, you are.
Proceed.
Okay, great. Okay, so now we will start first with the beam presentation. Okay, so let's get start. Do you guys have any idea like what is beam? Do you know anyone here? Like any idea you can explain? It's like normal question. Do you guys have any idea about the beam? Like how it work in the industry? Like if you know anything, you guys can speak. Okay,
I
let's start. Like,
recommend
hmm,
it will be so communicative. Like it's nothing like hard and fast session. Like we are not going to like very friendly session. Like
yeah,
where we
it's like
want
yeah,
people to come up with a showing your faces. Like so, it will be so interactive. That's what.
it will be like
Everyone,
interactive
everyone,
session. You
every
guys can speak.
student,
Yeah,
everyone.
if you don't speak now, then it's a problem. It's like just say if yes, yes. If no, no. It's fine. Okay. Anyways, let's start. Like first, I would like to tell you like what is BIM. The BIM is like it's a model-based technology. Like it's linked with so many database and all. Okay, like it's not only doing model like 2D, 3D and all and presenting to the client and all. This is not BIM. Okay, like most of the CAD center and you will go, they will make 3D model and all and they will show you. That is not really BIM. BIM is like, it's a technology linked with so many data. It's like if you're constructing one wall also in the software, they have like all the information, like what is the height, what is like how what like total number of bricks, everything, like each and every data they will give. It's like technology based data. Okay. And it creates like digital knowledge resource shared with different project participate at any stage. Like when you start any project, there are like different stages, like schematic design, detailed design, then IFC phase. Like different phases are there for the construction. Okay, so like we follow those stage in our BIM. So that thing I will explain one by one, like how it start. Like you can see the image here. Like detailing is engineering design is there, then architecture, fabrication are there. Like so many things are there. Small thing is there. So we operate in the BIM. Without BIM, it's like if you want to start a project without BIM, there will be a huge problem. Like there will be a miscommunication with the other engineers. Like you will not go to your desired design. So to stop those problem in our like regular life in construction. So BIM is the thing where we can easily make and start construction easily with the time and all everything. Now see like what are the advantage of using BIM in industry? Okay, like see it's improved visualization. Like you can see your project before the construction, like how your building look like, how much money we are going to expend in this project, how we are going to operate the cash flow in our projects, improve the productivity and quality. We have the good coordination system, construction document, and even we can deliver the project like in a time. It's not like if you don't, our project is like time versus cost. If the time is more, we are going to expend more money on the project. But if like within this time I can operate like this construction things and all. Just one, so it's like just one minute, okay. And even one more thing with the beam, like we get the higher quality result also, up to 80% reduction in time taken to generate cost estimation and all. Like we can save so many things. And right now, like government also approved, like there are some projects we have to implement beam. Even in UAE also recently they have launched to in the wherever the construction is there, there are some norms, like up to this area if you have land you have to implement beam. Like there is a huge scope in beam now. Okay, now see like about beam survey worldwide. Right now beam is like booming in the industry. It's not only in the India, it's all over the world. You can see like the graph where beam are like booming. You can see like India, Thailand, UK, Poland, Germany, France, Australia, Indonesia, UAE, Dubai, Saudi. It's like all over India. We have like so many regions now. They are implementing beam, and it's like good opportunity for the civil and the architectural, engineer. They can opt this, discipline. They can go. It's not only, it's beam is not only one discipline. If you think if I learn beam, where I can go, like this question might come, right? There are so many discipline in beam. You have like architecture, you have structures, you have 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, many more. I will show you in detail those things. Okay. So coming back to like, see, in India, like where beam are implementing. Before it was like very less region who use the beam in the India, but now if you can see, you will find like everywhere: Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Pune, Mumbai. Like everywhere you will find a beam. And if you see in the LinkedIn and all, like how many options are there for the beam opportunities and all, it's like huge. In the map you can see. Okay. Now, other question is like, what are the software that we are going to use in the BIM? There are like many software. As you can see, they are like SketchUp, Revit, Navisworks, MSP, Tekla, Swabri, BIM 360, and BIM Tracker, building ops like Trimble, Synchro, Primavera. It's like so many softwares are there. It's not like people who are going to learn beam, they have to learn all the software. It's not like that. For each software, like different discipline is there. Okay, if people want to go, if people have like interest in the architectural firm, where he will go, he will go for the beam architecture. Like for them, you need to learn the Revit architecture. The person who has more interest in the structural field, they can go for Revit structure. Some people have interest in the MEP. Some people have the estimation in 4D and 5D. They can go for the Navis work. Some people are have like more, like interest in the project management thing. On that case, what we will do? Then you can go for the Primavera project management. There are so many software. Like these are the examples. Okay, like we used in our industry. Okay, for the software and all. Now coming back to the beam service, as I was telling, right? Like if you do beam, what are the options? Like what are the career option? Where I can go, where I can choose, in this field I have more interested, I can go there. So likewise, I can explain like here you can find building, beam modeling service. Okay. Now see how much service we have. We have architectural service, beam architectural design service, beam architecture detailing service, structural service, then different service you can see: MEP, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, interior design, facade modeling, Kobe modeling, rebar modeling, landscape modeling service. Like if you learn beam, you have like so many options to go in the industry. It's not like only one thing. Okay, right? Like most of the people, like they take one course and they will go in the one, in on that industry. After 2 years, 3 years, they will feel like I'm not liking this industry, I would like to change. But in beam it's like different. If you learn this thing, you have like so many options. Right now, like in 2024, automation is going to hit, like 2024 right now. It's like AI tool and all. Even I will tell you that also. Like in beam, now people are inventing the AI thing also. It's like, I will tell you, there are some software. Okay, like we build projects in the, suppose in some software we make a project, and that project I can show in the site. Like only there is a land. Okay, and I need to show it to the client. Okay, this is the project, how it looks. There are AR VR specs. Okay, we can wear those specs, just go to site. Like before construction, we can take that project from the software and we can paste it in the site, and it will show how it looks. With the specs you can go inside and you can check each and everything. Okay, this is how my building look. It's like surprising. It will be like, okay, like before construction you are seeing your, dream house. Okay, this is how it looks. So like now, like in 2024, automation is going to like hit. Like everyone is focusing in the, AI now. So it's like beam is not only modeling, it's like getting day by day more integrated and all. So there are some dimension of beam also, like you can see feature beam service. We have 3D modeling, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. Do you guys heard like what are the dimension? You know 2D, you know 3D. You have any idea of like what is 4D, what is 5D, what is 6D, what is 7D? Do you guys have any idea what are the dimension? There are 8D also, 9D also. Like there are so many things. So like you can see 3D is normal 3D, 4D is like planning, scheduling, sequencing, 5D is up to the cost estimation and material takeoff, 6D will be the energy analysis, so 7D is the facility management. Now they most of the companies have implemented 8 dimension as well. 8 dimension is like safety and the management. In India, people do till 6 to 7 days. And like if you come to the international countries like UAE, Saudi, Australia, UK, US, it's like they are using till 12 to 13 day also. Like they are on that level of implementation. So like in India also they should implement. Right now they are implementing also. Before it was like very less, but when you see now, it's really good. Now see these are the dimension as I told you, like 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. These are like detailed design. Like before, when there is a no software and all, right, what architecture used to do? They used to do the pencil sketching and all. They will show the section, they will show the elevation. This is how it looks. But right now it's like totally different. It's not like doing the sketch thing and all. If you make the 3D model, we can give the section drawing, we can give the elevation drawing, we can release the construction drawing, like each and everything in detail. So like these are the dimension like which where we are expert, like up to 70 we are expert, we have our team. So like they are expert in till 70. Now see there are like some LOD in beam. If you guys know this, we have some code also. Like for the structural engineer they have different code, for beam also there are different code. So like when you go through some code you will get like detailed design. Like see there are some LOD. I will just give you one example. You can see the image. LOD 100, LOD 200, LOD 300, 350, 400. So with this image, can you guess like what's happening here? Do you guys have any idea? Like in 100, what is this? In 200, what is this? 300, like, do you guys have any idea what actually it's happening here? See, LOD is like level of detailing. When it's come to LOD 100, it's like starting of the project. When you start the project, what people do? They will think, okay, like 2D, they will make like rough drawing. Okay, here I will keep one room, here I will keep one house, parking. They will just make a rough sketch and all, right? They, just to show, like we can say the bubble diagram. Like we will just show that okay, this area my 2 BHK flat will be there. Here my parking will be there. Here my parking will be there. Like this small thing. So this detail will come under the LOD 100. It's like just a planning. Now, when it's come to LOD 200, it's like you are giving the detail. Right now in LOD 100, we just see, okay, these are the area which we are using. Now, when you come to LOD 200, now on that area, we will give the name. Okay, in this bubble, we will make master bedroom. In this area, we will make park. In this area, we will make car parking. In this area, we will make children room. So it will come into LOD 200. First we sketch. Now we are coming back to the detailing. Now we start giving the name of those area. After naming, when it's come to LOD 300, now what we will do, we will make a 3D model. Okay. In 3, like the more we increase the detailing, so it likewise it will go like LOD 100 less detailing, LOD 200 more detailing, LOD 300 more detailing, 350 400. So like that we have to use some code in the beam also to make the project deliver. Now I will show you some sample of the project, like how sheet will look like. Everything I will show you now. Just give me some minute. I will show some PDF, okay, like how actual like it will show in the construction and all. Right now it will be looking like, oh, this is like too heavy. I can't understand what is this, you know. This is like a big project. When you do this kind of detailing, you have to deliver to the client. Even if you work in the, you know, different company also, they have their different, you know, standard. Can you zoom somewhere? Now I will show you small part. See, these are the like construction drawing, like how we work. Okay, like these are the detailing drawings. See all the tags. This is from the landscape. Like see, you can see parking, you can see, you know, trees, you can see pathway, paving, wooden deck. There are some architectures building, there are some tag. Can you zoom out? See, like these are the detail, like this is how we tag in the, you know, software, like what is this pergola? Okay, like 1 LD 405. It's like we have different sheets, construction sheets. When you work, you will go to each and every company, they have their standard. Okay, like how they create sheets and all. These are the sample which I am showing you now. Like this is how we create the sheets and all. See, this is the footing detail. Just hold for some time, yeah. Now see, this is also, you know, shade structure, pool. Now these are the section. See, like this section, it's not like we are drafting, right? It's not like we are making in the CAD. Okay, this is how it looks. It's not like that. We make in the 3D model. We take section, and it will come like this. We provide live section, and we will start giving the tags, everything, and then we will send it to the contractor, and the contractor will see, they will comment and all. Okay, these are the area you need to change, and then again it will come back to us. We will change the different things and all, and then we will proceed. Then construct contractor agree, and they will start construction and all. So these are the some sample of the seats. Right now you people will be thinking like this is too, you know, it's going out of my head and all. It's nothing like that. Once you enter in this, it's like easy. Like initially 1 month, 2 month, 3 month problem will be there, but I will guarantee you, like for the civil and the architecture people, this is the area. From like as per my thinking, people need to opt, like they have like very big scope, very big. In the beam, in the structural industry, it's like you guys can have, you can get the job easily. It's like you have the options. I will tell you frankly, like I have trained more than 2 to 300 students over past 3 years. I am trainer as well also. Like I train people from, or not only the India, even from other country as well also. And they have like not only one job, two job. Like they have 2 to 3 option. Like most of the 60% of people have 3 to 4 options to join the companies and all. In the beam, like you can't imagine like how much option is there. You guys can go to LinkedIn, you can search, because you know this is the time. Like third year, fourth year student, I guess, like third and fourth year students are here. This is the time you have to choose one discipline, and you should have clear on that. Like you should have interest also. It's not like, okay, this is good, I can join. Joining is fine, but you have to show the interest as well also. Okay, just so and do the things and all, you know. This is the like huge scope, because in India what I can see for the engineers and all, like they have very, you know, like they don't know where to go, right? It's like some people are going IT, some people are going there. Now like we are here to like tell you the true pictures about the beam, about the structure, for the architecture engineer, for the diploma, for the structural engineer, like where we can go. So I hope you understood this thing. Okay, so from I now would like to end my presentation here. Now I'm going to hand over to Mr. Prakhar. Yes, Prakhar, you can start.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Akram, and thank you for the opportunity to the CET College. And first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Prakhar Baranwal, and yeah, I'm excited to let you know, guys, that I am also the part of CET Engineering College. I have done my BTech from civil stream on CET Engineering College, Babatpur only. And this
Great
is
to
the
know about it.
opportunity because of, sorry, yeah, Rakshit, you are saying something, right? Hello?
Great. It's a great to know about it. I am
Yeah,
glad to know about
that
it.
is that is the reason. And past 5 years I was a struggle in this field, and now we have our own office in UAE also. Now we are in Dubai, and
That's great,
I
sir.
am sitting in at my office at my seat because of this BIM industry only. So that is why, and that is why we are here, and I'm explaining this all the things. And Mr. Akram, Mr. Krishna, Mr. Swami, Mr. Mukaram, they have already a lot of experience. Means they did most of the project like infrastructures, oil and refineries, means very big project, and they have the international expertise in the project also. And so let's come to my point. Thank you. Yep. So here you can see this clash detection using software Navisworks. So what is the clash detection? First thing, that why we are here. Actually, in BIM industry, if you go to somewhere, even I also went somewhere that like CAD center and all. Over there, I thought, I mean, even I struggle with these things. They are teaching only the software. They are giving the knowledge of the tool test tools. What are the things we have to create the line? We have to create the wall. But the thing is, what is really BIM? This is not a BIM. BIM is nothing that you are created the model. It's you came that to know that it is a BIM. No, so the BIM model is that if you created the model and you have extracted the information through the BIM, that model is known intersection of element in the industry. So class, what is class we are getting in the civil? So suppose a pipe or a duct is going through the column or through the beam, so it will definitely impact on the valuation of the cost of the building. Okay, so that is the reason we are doing this clash detection before implementing the project on the site. So this is the total visualization process. Means when we are going to implement on the project on the site, before that we have to do this type of process, and for this we have a lot of documentation process also. And I am the expertise. I was the BIM coordinator of MNC company, and I did a lot of project. I created a lot of documentation for this inside the BIM with the help of ISO 19650 codebook and BS 1192. There are a lot of codebook also, but these all the codebook knowledge you don't get inside the CAD industry or inside the training industry. So that are the things which are making us totally different from the industry. Actually, we are having our own office, we are doing our own project. That is the reason what we are going to train you. It's totally based on job training. Means you, if you guys getting the training from us, so you will have the better knowledge what the industry is going on, what the things is going on in the industry as well as. So yeah, um, yeah, next slide, please. Yes. So here you can see this is the class matrix. This is also the part of documentation process when we are the having classes with the each and every different discipline. Suppose architecture has having the class with the mechanical, and mechanical is having the class with the structure. So on the behalf of that, we have created these disciplines and what are the optional, what are the mandatory. And one more thing I want to let you know, these all are the process for the BIM coordinator. And do you know, means what are the salary expectation of BIM coordinator in India only? Its minimum salary in India of BIM coordinator is starting from 8 LPA. If you are talking about the UAE where we are seated, over here the salary of the BIM coordinator is starting from 24 LPA to 30 LPA. It is a minimum salary that is BIM coordinator asking. And one more thing that I want to let you know, that within 3 years I was become a BIM coordinator. Then after I start, within 5 years I have started my own firm in the UAE country, as well as we have already registered our own firm in India, that is Gir Falcon Design and Build Private Limited, and in UAE Gir Falcon Design and Engineering Services LLC. Please move on. So you can see here, this is the timeline schedule duration. What is this timeline? So when we are going to construct any model on the site, a lot of huge material, you can see that a lot of material you can kept anywhere. So before that, it means some of the things, because of that only you have lost a lot of material quantity. Okay, so that is the reason we are doing this simulation process, and we can get the proper idea where the material, which material we have to put where, so it will not impact on any other equipment to move the, to flow the starting of the industry and the construction as well as. So here you can see this cost analysis and budget analysis. Yeah, this is the major impact. It will impact on the directly to the builders and contractors. Do you know how you will save the cost of the building while you are doing the budget analysis? In previous era, if you are going to do the quantity takeoff, you will have only the CAD drawings. With that, you have to do the calculation, each and everything. Then after you will get the, not, it's approximately quantity, but the things now in the automation industry, in the BIM industry, building information modeling industry, you have this power to make a model, and you have to take the quantity takeoff within a minute, and you will analyze the proper cost of each and every instances. Like this, you can save the 80% of the cost of the industry of the construction on the site. This is the energy model. Energy model is nothing but it's like you can save the electricity, you can save the duration of the building with the help of this energy analysis model. We are the person who are going to train you what are the energy analysis and what are the software you are going to use in the energy analysis. We are not going to uh, teach you that these are the tools, these you have to create the wall, you have to, no, we are the properly involved person who is doing this type of analysis in the industry, and who is saving a lot of money of the builders and the contractor as well. Now, 7D facility management. What is facility management? This is a what to say that when you have done any building, you have already created any building, and now you don't know the durability of the, suppose door. Suppose a door is a oak wood door. I'm taking the example just like as the oak wood door. Its duration is 10 years. So if you have this facility management involved in your model, and you have the BIM model of your buildings, automatically it will blink in front of you that you have to change this door within the this year of durations, this time of durations. Okay, like that also you can save your cost, you can save your money, you can save the builders and contractor money, and you also be the part of the BIM industry. And with the help of this, you nowadays contractors, builders, they are doing IRR ratio also. IRR means investment and rate of return ratio. So the construction and builders, they are investing the money, and they are asking for the returns, how much you are getting. So that is all from my side. Now Mr. Krishnakant, I am inviting Mr. Krishnakant. He is the BIM automation specialist and BIM manager, project manager as well, who will introduce about the automation tools in the market industry. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you, Prakhar. Thank you. This is Krishna, the automation specialist and the BIM manager over here in Grid Falcon. So, I will show you some projects which we have already done before. And these are the some projects which is having a very good elevation. Even the BIM model we have created for this kind of projects. So you can see the projects is having certain very good aesthetic view which we have to show to our client. So these kind of projects we are dealing, we have to create the isometric view sometime the client, we have to show their spaces, how we can utilize the spaces quite well. So for that we have to use different software to present our their houses and flats, and sometime duplex. So many villas and all. We have to show their aesthetic view also. These are certain interiors also we have to draw inside our project. So you can see like how exactly we can show the bedroom, living room, and certain time kitchen and whatever the utility area, washroom and all. We have to show the interior for that. And the software which we are using for this type of rendering and all. So basically, it's a combination of software such as SketchUp to V-Ray, SketchUp to like Lumion, Revit to Lumion, and there is so many different software as well, like D5 and so many. So those software we are going to train you, and we will let you know how exactly the beautiful render quality it will take out from the our model. Now coming to the project management part, obviously it's a quite, you all aware of the management. Like nowadays, without a manager, we can't handle a single small project. Even a food area, we require a manager. Like we are, you know, like peoples are doing MBA and all, and after that also they are searching for jobs. But in this BIM field, we have to do the management for the building, like how exactly we are processing the building, like scheduling the exact time duration and all. So for that there is so many different software. Obviously the Navis work and different synchro part, which Prakhara has already shown in the 4D and 5D simulation. 4D basically the timeline, and 5D is the cost model. So apart from this, there is the software called MSP, Microsoft Project. In this, we have to deal with the timeline and the planning part. Now come to the next part. There is another software similar to this, is a Primavera, which is nowadays is using all over the world. It is quite a very good software which deals with so many different uh, charts, different information inside the project, and it will carry out all the project information at a time. So it's a very good software, Primavera. We are like we can teach you this type of software. It's a very handy software, and nowadays it's like almost using by every company. So yeah, the synchro part is also there. Synchro is a very well software. Like from this software we can not only create those kind of schedule which is already have shown in MSP and Primavera, but we can also showing the 3D simulation video, which is very much effective to visualize the thing, like how exactly the machines and the machineries, the levers and all, how exactly we are managing. We can show the levers, like how exactly we are dealing with the which type of lever machines, and the different we have to show, and we have to calculate as well, like what are the cost. From this software we can analyze the cost as well. Okay, so basically, these are the project management software. I will show you certain interior renders and all. So you can think like how exactly we are visualizing our projects. So you can see this is one of the theater render project. Inside this one project we have done for the Reliance industry. You all know how big projects for them. So these are the certain theaters. So you can see the video visualization also. You all went to the theater, right? So you can see how exactly we are presenting our client the theaters and all. Quite interesting. I will show you
It's
another
really
video. Yeah, anyone? Anyone? You are saying something?
no, sir. I said it's quite interesting.
Yeah. So you can see how we are presenting to our client. Obviously, the client will be so much happy after seeing this kind of animation and all. So yeah, next.
I think
So I will forward
we can.
to Swami.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. Thank you so much. It was very nice presentation from the BIM team. See, like what is happening in the market and what is happening with the industries in the Gulf countries or wherever it is, like throughout the world. So they're like simply with a one presentation showing or showcasing the things how actually the industry or market going to work. It's a very realistic, like actually. See, then like coming to the structures part, like I'm going to give the presentation on skyscrapers, which is very interesting topic in the civil department. Coming to the structures part, so let me share my screen. So let me know once my screen is visible. Anyone can tell me.
Uh, you can share the full screen. Uh,
Yeah, I have shared the full screen. That's it.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, okay.
Present mode.
So welcome for the presentation for the shared college. So coming going in detail with the presentation now, I'm going to discuss on high-rise buildings. So generally, just I have a question. So when any engineer or whoever is working on the civil industry, so everyone should be aware of the codes. The when we come to the part of engineering term for the structures, there will be three parameters which is more important. The one is the design considerations, and the second one is the codal provisions, and third one is the construction, where like detailing parameters, how you are going to execute the things. So always we can say that all the three things should be matched, and then only it will be executed in the site. Or even if you want to get any approvals for the authorities, without a stamp of authority approval, you can't even build a G+5 building in your location. So that's how the structures is treated, because it's see, a doctor can save life of one person, but an engineer can save of 100 people. Let's say who are staying in the building, suddenly an earthquake coming and eating the building. So the engineer should be have the feel that he has designed your own building for the proof of the earthquake resistance. So all the people who are staying in their houses are saved. That's how like we are proud to be an engineers. Okay. So when coming to the skyscrapers, the term I listen, like the first code I need to recall is 16700, which is in the IS 16700, which stands for actually high-rise buildings. So the code defines from 50 meters to 250-meter height. So in between of that case, like the code is applicable. So any building height greater than like from 50 to 100, 200 meters, like that range, we usually call it as a skyscrapers. So which looks like very tall buildings. So when coming to the tall buildings, what you people think will be the main challenges you might face? It might be during construction phase or during design phase. What might be the challenges? So can I listen any of the answer from the students who are there here? It's a general challenges, you can tell whatever it might be. For an example, I will tell like it's a high rise building, so who will lift all the materials, let's say concrete to 200 meter 300 meters above. So how to lift the concrete, it's a very big challenge to the contractor to build. So similar way I'm expecting any like other challenges.
Sir, I think for me is one of the major challenges because in high-rise buildings we have to create shear walls, right?
Yeah,
That will be of
that's the
RCC.
mandatory. Yes.
Yes, sir, that will be of RCC. So
Yeah.
because there is a lot of difference between constructing a RCC wall or a brick masonry wall.
See, yeah, like you can say when you are talking about its exact term called as a My1 wall system. So
Yes,
when
my
you
one
want to
technology.
construct a high-rise buildings, it's very hard or difficult to construct with the bricks, even it is ACC or red bricks, whatever it might be. But it's very difficult to do plastering and all because a person who is working like as a labor going at 200-meter height and doing the plastering, he will be there on air. And once he see the like down from his location, he will feel that scarcity. So people generally, whoever does this taller building, go with a my one wall system where there is not required of any plastering during the construction time itself, where building outer surface will be coming as a smoother finishes. Okay. And the most challenging part for the high rise building is like wind. So there will be huge impact of turbulence, wind forces will be hitting to the structure, where it will take, let's say you take the coconut tree, when there is a huge wind forces comes, so you can see uh, the displacement shape of the building which like turns. But how the building is going to sustain, what is the reason behind that? See, we'll not talk about the buildings, like we'll take a similar example of coconut tree, where a lot of wind forces or like what lot of earthquake forces which is vibrating the tree is like giving resistance, still the trees are sustaining. What might be the resistance, like what might be the reason? I'm asking in terms of like, see, oh, there is a parameter called ductility. Okay. So you might heard about the ductility. You might seen the Bahubali movie where Prabhas enters into the Rajkota with a coconut tree, bending like with a rope, and it will throw it right. So the same scenario, the coconut tree will have so much of ductility, where even a lot of forces comes and hits the building, it will sustain. It has like lot of ductility forces which will resist whatever the vibrations it is. Okay. The similar way, high rises buildings also require this ductility parameter, even the stability parameters. So all these things we need to take care of while designing. Okay, let's move to the next part. So why the high-rise buildings are demand, like so demand in market? The first thing, because of the space problem. In the sense, see, so you can you have some 100 square feet area, so you can construct 10 floors in that building and you can use 10 people instead of one person is staying, let's say, similar to that example. And it might be the business plans or economical growth. If there is no high rise, the like city will looks like so dull. So for the growth of the cities or technological advertisements, aesthetic views, concept of the city skylines and like human expressions, that an engineer want to design like this much level buildings to get the fame or whatever it might be. So these are like general demands on the high rise building. So once you go to the distribution of the high-rise buildings, where actually most of the high-rise buildings are located, so you can see like you can take the UAE countries where you have the like top largest buildings like Burj Khalifa, Nakil Tower, Anara Towers, Dubai Towers, and if you go to Moscow, Russia towers are there. Like now currently there is one more tower in Jeddah, this Kingdom Tower, which is going to be a very largest tower. So let's go to that schematic scheme. So this is the ongoing project currently happening in like the name of the tower is Kingdom Towers, which is almost the height of the building is 1 meter. I mean the
One.
1 kilometer, which is 100 meters. You can imagine it. Now the Dubai Burj Khalifa height is like it's almost 830 meters, but now the Kingdom Tower is going to cross that building. So it's very prestigious to our like engineers. So how to design those things? What is the secret of balancing those buildings for all type of the resistant forces? You know what huge forces will be there as a dead load? How to construct the foundation for this particular weight? How to resist in this building? Okay, so all these secrets are there in the back end. We will discuss in further. So you can see the flow chart, how the buildings, all scrap surface in the year of 2020 graph it was. And now whatever the constructed building, it's right now it's Burj Khalifa, and now constructing ongoing project is Kingdom Tower. It's happening right now. But when you evolve the structural systems, so let's say you have 100-meter, so 100-floor building, so what type of framing structure you will use, what type of construction sequence you will adopt, either it's going to be RCC or like steel, how you will decide, how you will come up with these things. So here these are the general thumb rules we are discussing here. Like you can say, let's see, if it is a 40-story building, generally we can go with a rigid frame system. So there is no hard and fast rule to go without triggers or create complexity which will increase the contractor or the builder cost. So not required, which are feasible we will choose it. So let's say we are going to build for 100-story buildings, there you will choose exterior frame tubes, like you will choose adaptive or like columns or positions for the framing structure. If required, you will be taking as a bracing systems to adapt or to resist all the shear forces and the bending treatments. Okay, so this is a general image how you will adapt the type of the framing. So this is the steel structure information how to adapt like such kind of things. Mostly high rises buildings will not preferably taken as a RCC, like as a steel, because it's a you can, there is a advantages for the steel as well as disadvantages. When coming to the advantages, like it's a very easy quick way of designing, I mean construction phase, but it's a costliest process as well. RCC is like much cheaper than steel products. But if you want to still build with a 100-story, you can go with the bracing systems of the steel projects. So this is a general schematic sketch how you will choose the parameter. Now next, go to the type of core walls. So when coming to any type of the building, you need a lift. Okay, without lift you can't reach to the top levels. But the lift places we will be using is as a structural core walls. So there are many locations or many buildings are constructed all the earthquake forces resistance or the wind forces resistance through the core wall system. Okay, so here whatever the core wall you can see in the plan view. So let's say this is one schematic square building where center location we treat as a core wall, where we will give all the services for the MAP, PHE, like electrical, plumbing, all the things. But we will be utilizing this zone as a structural zone, and all other periphery we might use the columns. Let's say an example. So like here the design concept will try to design all our building forces to resist with a core walls. Let's say shear wall, someone has answered that for any high-rise buildings we require shear walls to control the shear, base shear, like which will be in thousands or like lakhs of kilonewton forces will be generated. I'll show you like one project we'll see and how much force that building is having. We'll see like it's not a 1 kg 2 kg, I'm like talking about the thousands of kilonewtons. Okay, so these are the general positions and like how the structure is related. And like next, go to the tubular systems. So this tubular system like generally speaks about the presentation or this thing like position of the columns, like how your framing is going to be located. So if you go to the code also, these things are available. Like if you just a quick check, like I'll take you to the code. So this is the IS 6700 code for the tall rise buildings. So generally code suggests this code is limited to use for the buildings lesser than, I mean greater than 15 meters and higher lesser than 250. Beyond this also it's applicable, but still you need to go with a further studies called wind tunnel study, where you required the actual wind forces coming for the buildings and all. So you can see like I'll take you the type of systems over here. So you can see for the multi structural wall system, moment framing systems, and then flat slab systems, outrigger systems, frame tube system, tube in tube system, multiple tape systems. All this like what we are representing in terms of images like that as already generated by the code, which is S16700. Should be aware, like if you are going to design with a high-rise building, should be aware of this code. Then some examples of steel structures, how the bracings are taken care. So you can see this building like completely going with a central core. and periphery is the columns, and in between as a bracing elements as deep spandrels. Okay, next let's to go to the shear resisting system. Any like let's say it's a 2D frame where in colleges we'll do through Canis method or Wood distribution method to solve all these forces. So but when come to the reality, there is no 2D. So okay, be aware while see learn the concept and apply the concept into converting your designs. Okay, so in whatever we learn in our btech days, like that is going to be only for the basic purpose. Okay, but if you want to enter into the market or society, you require a practical experience where by using the softwares, like because see you can solve up to maximum to max 3 by 3 matrix or 4 by 4 matrix. But if you want to design such a big building, the software itself take 1 hour to analyze the structures, which means thousands of matrices will be developed inside the software to analyze whatever calculation part. Okay, the report which is generated by the etaps will be there in thousands of pages that like a man cannot do by hand calculation. If it is a G+1 building, two building with a gravity system, anyone can solve by sitting 1 2 days and close it out. But when coming to high rise buildings, even like all the professors or whoever it is, like I'm generally specifying, like no one can solve a high rise building through manual calculations, state that this building is earthquake proof resistance without a software help. So like how the shear deformations will happen, how the moment distributions happens, like in the things those and all will be like to be checked and confirmed through softwares, as well as we need to check how the manual load transferring is also happen. That is also very important. See, let's say very unknown guys came and sitting in front of software and he clicked something, then like knowingly or unknowingly that like force distribution or path is going to be changed, which is not exactly right how manual thing happens. Okay, so we should be aware with how the loads are happening or transferring in the building designs as well. We need to check with the software designs as well, like I prefer in the both cases. So bracing type of systems, how it is going to affect when coming to the lateral forces, when it coming to the bending, compression, tension actions and shear deformations. So all those things, like it's a great critical to understand in this stage. Okay, if I critically explain to a student, but once you work on some projects, you will realize all these things, and this will be a commonly using parameters when coming to the industry. Okay, so this is outrigger system. So outrigger system, there are like multiple projects by constructing what you can say without outrigger, like there is a not possible way to control this wind forces. So the possible position or the efficient position to place the outrigger is like at the distance of h by 2, where h is considered as the height of the total building, or you can put it from the top, the top of h by 3 distance. What is outrigger? Like generally anyone is aware of outriggers? Like let's say I'm generally asking a question to you. uh, you can hear me, right? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can proceed, Swami.
Please respond. Then I'll be thinking that I got somewhere else. So generally, outrigger system stands for C. It's a deep beam connecting your core walls to outer belt walls, which will engage completely, which will be completely participated during the lateral force activity. It will be completely taken by the shears. So that outriggers is a very critical item when coming to the execution as well as the design parameters for the high-rise buildings. So so we'll see further how to design those things. If like there will be composite outriggers, RCC outrigger, steel framing, bracing, like all those things. There are multiple types in that. So just giving a word how this going to apply in the high-rise buildings. So this is also a type of core wall system. So where central core will be there, and the entire building periphery will be taken as a cantilever supports and can be designed as well. It's not like we can do how, see, there are multiple ways of designing a building, but so we need to see the cost efficiency, how a contractor or the builder can afford it, and how much aesthetic view we required. See, if there is a G plus 40 building, and if you want to place columns everywhere, then it's very easy to place a building. But he want a like a column friendly building where only with a central core. Then we need to adopt such type of the designs where you can add the steel truss systems or like cantilever beams for the supporting of the central floor by connecting to the central core. So this is the steel bracing system, so which is morely efficiently, like you can see mostly steel projects will be infrastructure projects or bridges, like all these things. But when coming to high-rise buildings, it's a very rare in piece, if I say high rise for the steel. There are the buildings, I will not say it's not there, but steel is also there with a high rise building where quick installation is required. But when thinking from the efficiency or like from money type, like we have RCC as a primary role, because the damping coefficient ratio for the RCC, the what is damping? It's a like amount of energy absorption. For the RCC members for the concrete, there is a 5% defined from the code as a damping coefficient, where vibrations will be absorbed by the concrete when some lateral distribution happens. But when coming to the steel, we don't have such a huge impact of damping tension. When something vibration happen on floor, we can easily get the feel of the vibrations when coming to the steel members. So the damping coefficient
There's
is
one more factor I think is the thermal conductivity.
yeah. Oh, can you repeat? Sorry.
So I think one more factor is that steel has thermal conductivity.
Yeah, that's a heat resistivity. See, like let's say you want 2 hours fire rating, so those and all will come in the like what we can say, FHC units, fire handling units, or like let's say lobbies where what we can say refuge areas. So we have to make sure that there should be certain uh, firing rating, like let's say 2 hours at least minimum it has to be rate for fire. Like let's say building is caught by the fire, so you should be having some locations where a person can stand in the building. We call generally it as a refuge areas. So where there will be 3 hours, 4 hours fire rating, still fire got by the building, the walls or the members in that surrounding location will be resisted at least by 3 4 hours fire rating. Then like there is a chance of escaping for the people. And also for this fire, since you mentioned thermal concept, I was just repeating this. So when there is a building like without it like taking care of this fire refugees or like fire lobbies, okay, no building will be there. Like at least every 20 floor we should have one refugee floors with a separate fire lobbies as well as separate fire staircases. So when fire caught, then people will be easily escape through that path. So that's how the design considerations will be taken. There are multiple number of branches which will take all types of things into the, so now I'm just speaking about the structures part. When you come to the combined BIM model, so there will be a lot of things which is structures will be one part, architecture thing is one part, like landscape will be one part, like then PHE, MEP things, electrical, plumbing, fire rating, ID, interior design, exterior design, all those departments will come. And then like the complete model is called BIM model. So where all the information, so with a zero errors, like there is nothing left with the building. All the things what required for the execution of the building from zero to nth location. So all the things will be captured finally into the BIM model. So that's how generally the people works with the class detections. If something, say we are working as a separate department as structures, so other people also will be there like as a landscape. So we are constructing our column in this location, but like their plants something location is also coming in the column, this thing, or plumbing pipes are passing through the structural elements. So all those things you will find in the class detections in the BIM model. Okay, so this is a general description. Let's move on. So I already mentioned about the belt trussing for one of the project, like for Shanghai Towers. This is the methodology utilized for the trussing system. So there are multiple. If you go to the like websites, you will get lot of things. But critically what type of the loads are going to attack a building. Okay, so simply speaking, there will be gravity loads which are defined as a dead loads, which is the self weight of the building. Superimposed loads, which is like we can say brick loading or other stuff. And then live loading, which is people load, furniture loads, okay, or machinery loads. If a building located in a snowy area, like let's say in the north portion, so we should consider the top roast roof with the snow loads as a extra loading as per the codal is 1875 is the code for the wind all the load calculation part. So then coming to the lateral force, the major impact is with the seismic loads as well as with wind loads. Certain frequency we will go with a codal definitions, but beyond some stage we need to get the wind tunnel reports where actual building will be, I mean, a prototype building will be modeled, and they will turbulate the wind forces to the building. You can see the here. So how actually the image speaks like how the forces of the wind attacks the building. So these and all will be captured in the reality way by adopting some sensors and roundtable configuration for the building and all. So if some can interested can go through the wind tunnel reports, you can get some one or two examples from the uh, Google or something. Since we have very less time for the presentation, I'm just moving on. Okay, then like a special load cases when coming to the infrastructure or hydraulic things. So there will be impact loads like blasting loads or like other things. So when also like let's say we can simply define like a car parking location. There is a one car we have parked, and next to that there is a structural column. So there will uh, fortunately or unfortunately that car is going to hit the column. So that is very impact to the column. So column also should be resistive of such impact loads. All those things and considerations will be taken care during the design considerations. So this is the schematic like posture of how the structural loads happens. Then coming to shear wall systems or the my one wall systems, like how the connectivities, these are all already just gone through these things. Okay, so how the framing systems for the like let's say like for this type of the buildings, this is called a tubular system, frame to boot system, where central core will be there in the periphery. There will be a column. Now we have adopted the same concept in my current ongoing project. The project name is Almari Islands CP10 and 11, which is located in Almari Islands in Abu Dhabi. So we have going with the same approach. It's a G plus 40 with 5 basements. So next going to the tall rise truss system, which is like steel or RCC or like mixed of steel and composite, like we can say. So when required, we can adopt these trusses also, or we can say one the building which is constructed as also can be taken as a if required to do isolation, this base isolations and all. So then we can go with this what we can say bracings to get resolved from the earthquake forces. So like such examples are there. So these are the general considerations for how tubular systems are bundled tubes. So this was the system utilized for the design of Burj Khalifa, which is a bundle tube system where certain phases building will be stopped and it will be moving forward. Like you can see like here there is a stop in the building phase, and then like some other core will be going further. So this that's how the bundle system works here. So this is called tube system. You can just go through this within the code. It has clearly mentioned. So we should be habituated by reading the code as a structural engineer. Construction materials. Then next moving to foundation types. Like when see in the design consideration, superstructure will be 50% part, but foundation will be further 50% will be there for the next criticality or complexity type. So there will be huge amount of dead loads will be coming to handle the such a huge traverse, like lot of self weight will be coming. Along with that there will be lateral forces as well. So to okay, let me go back. So to resist all those things, and we need to check the soil capacities as well to get adopted. All those things, there are multiple types of the foundation systems. So for a simple buildings like low-rise buildings, we generally adopt with isolated systems or things. And but coming to high-rise buildings, it should be like at least a raft foundation or pile foundation or raft combined pile plus raft foundations. So how to design these piles for the tension capacity, for the compression capacity, pile capable design, all those things like need to be just carried out during the design phases for any type of the building. So for the next process, like let's say how the structural design, or like what are the checks or what are the phases are there in the structural design. So to understand, like first thing, so there will be something developed from the architect, like we need to go through the parameters, like how he has approached his design and how we need to satisfy in terms of the structure. We should be taken care like in terms of the aesthetic views as well as like in terms of the building stability as well. So you should be aware of like reading the architectural drawings and how to work out in the softwares. So there are multiple number of softwares to design for the buildings. Let's say the famous software for the high-rise buildings is like CSA family department, which is like ETAP software will be using by the most of the companies for the design of the high-rise buildings. But there are the parallel software also. I'm not publishing or like not telling about the ETAPs, but this is the very user friendly for anyone where high-rise, like in most of the MNC companies or most of the people are utilizing it. And there is stat pro SAP 2000, and then coming to infrastructure projects like let's say Tekla structures are there, robot RISA, like then RAM concept, RAM connection. So all like there are multiple softwares, but you should be aware of at least one software before you are entering to market. Okay, without, you might be having 9.5 or 9.8 CGPA, but without like a software guidance, no company will hire you. Well, because they need to invest on you for the training of the software. Because see, whatever you are knowing the basics, finally you are going to design any building from the softwares only in the things. Because it requires like just 1 to 2 days time will be there generally for the submissions for the, or like you'll have a estimated time or estimated plan for the submissions as well. Also there will be a different types of phases will be generated during the submission. Let's say concept design will be there, where you'll be just giving the positions of the your structural elements and what type of framing you are going to adapt. And then there will be a schematic stage where you will design all the members, like design consideration, and you will finalize your design parameters. And there will be third stage is called detailed design, where you will execute the detailed drawings. Already the Akram has shown some GFC, we're showing all the rebar contents and like all the stuff. So generally we do that for the detailed design. Then there will be tender documents, like the contractor, the builder is going to queue for they will release for the tenders for those drawings. And then like there will be contractors coming with a different approaches with their tender documents, and then like tender will be finalized. Then there will be issue for construction, IFC we call it as actually. Like multinational companies working with the high-rise buildings as well as infrastructure buildings. I'm there with like currently I'm working with a Middle East project, and here Reza is with us, who is a structural design manager, working with the UK team with the infrastructure projects, which is so we have like executed a lot of the projects and we have designed a lot of projects, and also we have the experience in the training sector as well. We trained more than like 200 people in our experience. This is a short description about the.
So, very much thank you.
Thank,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot for this warm welcome
thanks a lot.
and warm organizing these things.
What, Prakhar, one question.
Yes, yes.
What will the procedure to get the opportunity in BIM, our student?
Definitely, definitely, sir. Akram, can you please answer this question?
Yeah. See, right now I have shown so many slides. Like in India also, like in abroad country also, there is like huge vacancy. If you see project in the UAE, in Saudi also, they have planned very big project. At Swami also said that tower, there is a line project, It's like right now, from now to like 15 to 20 years, the construction in the Saudi Arabia is too much. So they required, most of the people from beam from structures as well. They don't have that much people. So right now, UAE people, what they are doing, they are hiring people from India also, because in India, people can get easily hired with 30,000, 40,000, rupees in per month. They get easily hired and they make the work done from UAE office only. And people are in India and they are doing like, in a small amount, like 30,000, 40,000, they are working. And they are hiring coordinator also. Like I can say Prakhar company, DSA, they have their main office here, okay. But what they are doing, they are hiring coordinator from the India and they are doing work from the, India office. So it's like there is a huge scope. What I can see now, from now to like 10 to 15 years, the project with Saudi and other countries have, they required, more beam engineers. If you search in the, LinkedIn and in the internet also, like the opportunity for beam is like huge.
Yeah. And I'll add one thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So how to get the hired actually? I think Swami sir asked, Kartikeya sir asked that.
Yeah.
See, first we'll get some expertise in that area. Let's say some knowledge or some. Let's say you have done some work. See, if you directly go to the company, they won't entertain you because you whatever you have learned, it is like college level. But you need to learn related to software also. I think what
Yes.
as a structural engineer, I know about the what is the bending moment shear force diagrams, but come to the buildings, so we need to deal with thousands of bending moment and shear force diagram. So we need to aware of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
thousands bending moment shear force diagrams. So we need to learn about at least 1 to 2 projects or 3 to 4 projects, sample projects or the projects we generally try to give, and we generally make a portfolio, like everyone used to go for job with the resume or CV, but if you go with the some portfolio that whatever the work you have done, you can show them that I have worked on these things. So it will be half work done, like yeah, you are showing something, then means like आप जो शो करोगे वो ज़्यादा बिकता है, तो आप उस तरह अगर
Yeah.
शो करते हो तो वो ज़्यादा चांसेस रहते हैं आपको गेट हायर्ड, इसलिए। तो आपने कुछ प्रोजेक्ट काम किए या फिर किसी ट्रेनिंग लिए कहीं या फिर कुछ इंटर्नशिप किए हैं, तो वो बेस्ट मेथड रहता है आपको जॉब के लिए। और हम लोग रेफरेंस भी देते
Okay.
हैं।
Thank you. Thank
या
you.
क्योंकि कॉलेज का सिलेबस और इंडस्ट्री का रिक्वायरमेंट, देयर इज लाइक ह्यूज गैप, हम लोग
और
जो
एक
कॉलेज
या
में पढ़ रहे हैं और जो इंडस्ट्री में मतलब जो रिक्वायर है, वो चीज़
Yeah.
स्टूडेंट लोग के पास नहीं है अभी। अभी क्या है, स्टूडेंट
हाँ.
लोग चलो इंजीनियरिंग कर लिए, गुड, उसके बाद
Only theoretical
कोई भी
knowledge.
राइट, इट्स लाइक हम आपको हायर क्यों करेंगे जब मेरा कंपनी का खुद का प्रॉफिट नहीं है, व्हाई शुड आई हायर, इट्स लाइक क्लियर, ऑब्वियसली नो बडी
या
विल वांट्स इन नो लूज एंड ऑल। सो
या
इट्स लाइक हम लोग का प्लानिंग ये है कि मतलब सिविल इंजीनियर हो, आर्किटेक्चर फर्म से हो, लाइक ऑल ओवर इंडिया, जो ये सब चीज़ प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं हम लोग, क्या है वो ब्रिज का जो गैप है उसको मेंटेन करके, लाइक बहुत सारी चीज़ हम लोग कोर्स में अपना डालते हैं, जैसे ऑटोमेशन भी बताया है। अभी आपको इंडिया में ये सब चीज़ मिलेगा नहीं,
कृष्णा
पावर
ने
बीआई।
वीडियो भी दिखाया है
या
एक, आप उस तरह अगर किसी को शो करोगे तो उसको अच्छा लगेगा, बोलते हैं, चलो भैया उसको 100% चाहिए, एटलीस्ट 40% इन्होंने करके रखा है, मुझे सिर्फ और थोड़ा टाइम मिलेगा। और या
I think Prakhar, you can show our company brochure further
someone is
in
asking some
Yeah,
question.
I think Sriram asked some question. Yeah, Mukarram, can you answer?
Yes,
uh,
Sriram, can you put it again? Like we haven't get that.
he has put the question, how about consultancy opportunity for structural people practicing in India to get the job in UAE with the people developing work? Okay, see, if you have some, see,
Uh,
Gulf people, they
Sorry,
generally, yeah,
I am going to attend a meeting.
yeah, no problem,
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you,
no
sir.
problem, yeah, thank you. Uh,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
so how we can get the job in UAE as a structural? If you have some experience in structural design in India, so you can directly apply to their company website, or through the LinkedIn is the best platform you can get, and you can directly approach the people. Like you can directly approach to the CEO also and HRs also through the LinkedIn. You can directly text them, and if there will be requirement, and you make the connections in the LinkedIn, and they'll be posting the things requirements in the LinkedIn, One more thing, you can directly visit to the Dubai for the visit visa, 2 to 3 months. So you can directly approach there, walk in. That
As
way
a
is the,
walk-in, you can
yeah,
get the
you can get
chances,
more
and you can.
chances. They are thinking
But
that,
we will encourage people who are there, like who are starting their career, to at least work for 1 to 2 years in
yeah,
India
India.
for
India,
some
correct.
girls
It's
projects or
like,
international
yeah,
projects. So you will be. It's a very easy to get the opportunities. But directly
Yes,
you
correct.
are going and you are hesitating there, like facing some problems and coming back. It's not so correct. Like we will encourage you to work for 1 or 2 years in India with a platform how they are working, and then move on to the countries like wherever you want to get settled.
Yeah. Not only Dubai, UAE.
No,
You
no,
can
we're
all
just
over. Let's
telling
say I
like
am
go to
working.
wherever
Australia.
you
Yeah,
want.
let's say I'm working in UK projects, so I have expertise in the UK projects, so I can directly apply to the UK companies and all directly, and if they'll take the interview, and easily I can get hired because I have the experience on those areas, so easily those
Like
codes and all
for
those
foreign
softwares.
country, yeah, for foreign country like UK, US, there are some like, steps you need to follow. Like you need to clear IELTS exam,
Yeah,
and you have to prepare yourself like that. There will be a one, guider also. They will take 20,000, 30,000. They will guide you like how to come to UK, how you are going to put the visa, how you will get the visa, each and everything they will explain. Maybe they will charge little bit for, Australia and London, wherever you are going. And for UAE, you guys, like as Mukarram said, minimum 2 years. If you work in India, you can easily come here and you can start working. You will easily get. Not a big deal. Okay, guys. I think any other question you guys can ask.
yeah. If you have any
Don't
questions,
hesitate. Just ask. If you have queries, go for it. If you
yeah,
don't talk now, you will not talk later also.
yeah. Uh,
So like whatever thing is there, you guys can ask
how to
openly.
connect with us, Prakhar? Can you tell? Or I think
So
Prakhar
yeah,
will
you
share the
can share
number
our
to
details. So
our
if anyone
Kartika sir,
required, they can contact
Yeah,
us.
Rakshit sir, I think.
Yeah, Karthik sir or Rakshit sir, we
Will
can
Yeah,
send our, details.
yeah, sure. I think we can conclude the session. Is it, Prakhar? Is it the
Yeah,
right
it's
time to conclude?
it was a pleasure meeting
Yeah,
you all, and
yeah.
thanks for sharing your knowledge and experience with us.